Grand, right, okay, good evening and welcome to Lakeside Classics up here in lovely Shropshire. I'm with Mr. Henry Thomas.
Hello, hi.
Owner here at Lakeside Classics. I mean, look, let me spin the camera around because we're going to do a showroom walk through here and have a look at these selection of modern GTs. They're Skittles, aren't they? Very cool air-cooled car on the end as well. We'll have a look. There's a cool project as well on the ramps, with some Sharkworks goodies going in. So there's a lot going on, but yeah, we thought we'd have a walk around with Henry here and take a look at some of the stock at Lakeside Classics.
Yeah, awesome. Where should we start?
I don't mind, mate. Well, to be honest, I know we've got obviously all Porsche, and I will give you a quick look here, but can we just talk about this non-Porsche beaut first of all?
Yeah, so this is a Jaguar XK220. So there was 277 made, including prototype, I think 281.
Yeah.
It was the fastest production car in the world when it came out, so like 1990, 1991. It was supposed to have a V12 in, but it actually only managed a V6.
Yeah.
Because of that, it was a bit of a flop actually back in the day.
Right, yeah.
People asked for their deposit back, about 40, 50 grand deposit back off Jaguar. And yeah, so it caused a big fuss. But anyway, yeah, it was the fastest car in the world. And it was they called it the Saturday project, where Jaguar employees got together after hours to try and create the fastest car in the world. There's no power steering. You can see that it's just been built for speed, and it's speed in a straight line.
It's amazing, isn't it? Pretty cool, yeah, for a non-Porsche. I've seen a comment as well that, yeah, we can't hear Henry very well. Well, I'll try and stick next to you for chatting. Sure. But yeah, thanks for letting us take a look at that, because, I mean, it's very different to Porsche that we all know on this channel, as this lovely 2.2S testifies. But that's a very cool piece of history, sitting right here at Lakeside Classics. Might as well start.
Okay,
start with this long bonnet.
The 1970 2.2S, which, as we were mentioning earlier, you compared to the GT3 of the 70s, didn't you, Lee?
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is finished in Vise Grau. It's been completely restored. Lovely, lovely colour. And yeah, I mean, it's classic as we get.
Absolutely. Look at those arches as well. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. My favourite of the early 911Ss is the 2.2. I just feel that you have to rev these to really get the best from them. The 2.4, there's a lot more low-down torque, so it's a bit of an easier drive, I would say. But this, yeah, there's a real art to driving these cars fast. So, cracking. You were saying, obviously, you do like the older stuff here, but I think your kind of passion is, well, we know 997, which we'll talk about shortly, but also these modern GT cars is kind of where you guys are specialising in more these days.
We buy a lot and sell a lot of GT cars. I mean, who doesn't smile in a GT?
Yeah, absolutely.
Experience. So yeah, we do buy and sell a lot of them. A lot of them GT3s. We've got one RS there in the Viper Green. Yeah,
let's go take a look at that, I think, because that's very cool. You know of, I think, well, you've been told there's 4.
I've been told there's 4 Gen 1 RSs in this colour in the UK, which is paint to sample Viper Green. Obviously, it was a colour with the 997 Gen 1 GT3 RS, which wasn't that popular when it came out.
Yeah.
And then now those 997 GT3 RSs Viper Greens demand about 20 grand more than the other colours, so it just shows you how colours change over time. But yeah, this is very rare in this colour, in Viper Green. And yeah, I'd say green is one of the most popular colours this year for sure, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's the colour of the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say that, mine, but yeah, I say that without any bias. But again, like the black accents and whatnot really helps kind of break the green up on this car, actually. So it's not too much green, if that makes sense. Yeah. Very, very, very cool.
You've also got the number plate.
Yes, let me see if I can get that.
Viper, which actually comes with the car.
It does come with the car. Very cool. Yeah.
Add something to it.
Nice. Someone here, Nordman, says, what's your take on the GT4 RS?
Have you driven one yet?
I've not, no.
I'm very excited to drive it.
Yeah, I'm reserving judgment myself until I've driven one, I have to say, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's going to be, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? It sounds like something that you didn't think they'd ever do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they said they would never do, actually.
So, I mean, you've got, it's the mid-engine car, isn't it? So the balance on it should be tremendous.
Yeah, yeah.
Very exciting. Hopefully I get to drive one.
Very much so. So we've gone from 991 Gen 1 RS to Gen 2 GT3.
Yeah, and we've got this in the manual, which makes this an awesome spec car. What makes it so special, in my opinion, is the fact that it's manual. Obviously, they don't do the RSs with the manual gearbox, so they obviously do the Tourings. But wow, what a colour! And if you're looking for, a great car to take out and really have the engaging driving experience, then the manual gearbox is what you want, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. I think history is just going to be so kind to these, particularly where vehicles are going with electrification and everything else, to have a naturally aspirated 4-litre flat six with a manual gearbox. I think it's the very, very best of it. Yeah, Club Sport 918 seats as well. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. And as we can see in the reflection, we go on to... Yeah, well, yeah, I can see, like, inside, it doesn't look like it's been touched, really. So, yeah, another 4-litre 991.2. Delivery miles, you were saying?
Yeah, delivery miles. So somebody who, wants a brand new one.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Nice to see one in ceramics, in the steels as well. I know, ceramics are popular on the GT cars, but I've always said you get more feel with the steel brakes through the pedal.
The one up there on the ramp, that's steels as well.
Yeah, yeah. We'll come and have a look at this shortly. Yeah. 50R 991. Yeah. You were saying this car is sold, but I mean, what a special car.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. I love the interior.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool. So let's have a quick look around this one then. If you don't know, obviously it was built to celebrate 50 years of the 911. Tony Hatter, who designed the 993 and the Carrera GT, he spearheaded the design project on this. Not a lot of people know that, but he told us at the Nineworks Awards earlier in April. You got Fuchs design wheels there, of course, mimicking or evoking the older cars. The chrome window trim as well, again, like evocative of the early cars. And then inside, if I can show you, look at that. Lovely, lovely houndstooth interior. You might be able to see the green dials. So yeah, lots and lots of retro touches on this car. Again, look, the slats on the deck lid, evocative of the early cars. So, I mean, yeah, that's seriously cool. Seriously cool car, that. Yeah, very much so, very much so. I'd love to have one of these as a daily.
Yeah.
That's just a special place to be, really.
It's nice, it stands out a bit. You're not going to go and see another one on the road, are you?
No, not at all. Rear wheel drive, wide body, again, more chrome on the front. Grills here. Just some nice little touches that kind of pull together a load of design traits of, the complete 911 lineage, really, into a lovely, lovely package in the 991. So that is very cool. But I would argue that this car is just as cool next to it. It's a car that you know well, Henry.
I'd be kind of biased towards that as it is mine. But yes, this is my personal car.
Yeah.
Based on the 3-litre IROC, which, was amazing history to the 3-litre IROC. International Racer Champions, where they got the 12 best racing drivers around the world, from NASCAR, F1, 2 other competitions, painted them in 12 different colours and raced them around to see who was the best driver. I just loved the shape and I loved the history of the car, and I wanted to build something, a Restomod, backdate if you like, and I combined kind of that, my favourite Porsche, with a 997 Sport Classic, which I loved the colour of at the time.
Yes.
And kind of, again, just blended those two cars and made this.
Well, it's definitely got Sport Classic vibes.
Yeah, well, I took the stripe off, obviously, from the Sport Classic and the colour.
Yeah.
Blended modern with new.
Very,
Modern with old, sorry.
very cool. Very cool.
It runs off 15-inch Fuchs alloys. It's got steel arches front and rear.
Very, very cool. Yeah, look at the dish on them. That is awesome. And yeah, as Henry's pointing out, steel arches as well. All done properly. Ducktail, everybody loves a ducktail on a 911, don't they? Look at that. Very cool, very, very cool. Maybe we'll see this on IMAX TV very soon. It's a quick look at some of the cars and modern GT stuff that we've got at Lakeside Classics, but should we have a look at the car on the ramp? Because I know this is a part of the business that you guys are getting more involved with these days, but it's this exhaust here that piques my interest.
Yeah. So this has just been sold to a good friend of mine, actually. And yeah, as soon as he bought it, he was like, right, I want a Shark's Works exhaust on it. So we've ordered one, and it's just come and it's being fitted at the moment.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, these are just an absolute work of art as far as I'm concerned. I'm a big, big fan of Sharkworks and the stuff they produce. Alex and whatnot, stateside, West Coast, they've shipped these bits and pieces for 991 GT cars all around the world, and they make this car sound even better. So yeah, very much looking forward to hearing that on the car at some point. Anything else that you want us to take a look at, Henry, at all?
Well, we've got the 993 turbo up there, we've got a GTS, but...
Yeah, let's take a wander back that way and maybe just explain a little bit about the business.
Okay, so we started trading in 2016.
Yep.
I come from a very automotive background. My dad was a co-founder of a commercial vehicle rental company and built it up over 32 years. Sold that to an American company, and we started collecting cars. I've always grown up around Porsches. My best memories, special occasions, we always, very luckily, we'd save those to go in a Porsche at the time, which was either my earliest memories with the Guards Red 964 Carrera 4, and then I think a 993 Carrera 4S, and whether it would be tickets to a concert, maybe Eric Clapton or something, it was, we'd always combine that with going in a special car. So it's always been amazing fond memories from me with Porsche. Always absolutely loved the brand, and I've always had a love for business. I studied business at university, and yeah, the opportunity came up when we started collecting cars after the sale of the business to start selling them, and we naturally progressed, built this showroom, and now yeah, we've been going for 7 years. We used to do a lot more classics, and now we do a lot of the modern stuff too, and the business is growing. You've met the team today.
Yeah, they're cracking, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We love what I do. We're very lucky, and we've got a great team, and yeah, keep growing and
see where you go, I suppose, yeah. Well, look, all of these cars that you can see here today, they're all on the Nineworks marketplace, so go and check them out. They are, of course, on the Lakeside Classics website as well, and there are some lovely pictures on there because, as the name suggests, there is a lake nearby, which always helps with photography. What I would say is, alongside all this modern GT stuff that we've spoken about, there really is a lot of variety that Lakeside Classics sell. Obviously, we've spoken about the long bonnet car, the 2.2S, but this 997 Gen 1 is another example of the fact that it's not all modern GT. So it's a Gen 1 4S. It's super low mileage, isn't it, Henry? And it's a manual as well, which is really cool.
We do purchase all 911s from 1980s, and we just look to buy the very best stock.
Yeah.
Well kept, well maintained cars. Low mileage always preferable. Good examples that we know will sell and make the next customer happy.
Well, it's a bit of a time warp car, this one, to be honest with you. Like I was saying, on the low mileage there. So yeah, take a look at that. But that, as I say, is an example of the big variety that Lakeside Classics have got. So it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, 997 next to the 992. Look how dainty that looks.
That was supposed to be a wide body, wasn't it?
That's
put it next to a 992.
Very good point. Yeah, let's finish with a walk there. So yeah, wide body 997 versus that massive 992. An amazing car, it has to be said, and incredibly capable. But yeah, it's amazing under the march of time how dainty those 997s look. So we'll finish up there. Henry, thanks very much for your time today. It's absolutely spot on. I'll pop some pictures up on social media so you can take a look at what else these guys have got going on here. Fantastic showroom, service section as well, don't forget. And yeah, we'll see you on a video soon. Take care.